Welcome to the counselor's office. I'm Mr. Gaming Counselor, and I just got done doing Destiny Rising, trying to do the contest raid, and I am so upset. Not because it was necessarily hard, not because like I don't, if I get the emblem, it's whatever. It's a mobile game. I'm more upset how fucking stupid gamers have become. Back in my day, we used to have a challenge and we could overcome it. But people are fucking shit at video games. I've come to the conclusion that people are so stupid that you could have a graph telling you, pinpointing where to attack and fight a boss at. Like, here's this crit point, and no one will actually shoot that crit. People will not engage with said mechanic. It blows my mind how fucking stupid gamers are nowadays, especially when it comes to Destiny. But I know it's not just a Destiny specific thing. People are just that fucking stupid. It blows my mind. I'm actually afraid for us as a species that this is just an indicator that we're all becoming, like, not all of us, but there's a chunk of people who are just becoming so fucking stupid. You know what's not stupid, though? Shitting on things. Because I've been shitting on people all night, but now we're going to shit on Destiny. Why not? I've been bottling up this frustration. Now we're going to shit on this. Edge of Fate was a garbage dumpster fire fucking experience. Chat, sound off. I'm going to bring you on. Here you go. You get to be participating. It's my review on Edge of Fate. Got a shit ton of votes. Hell yeah, that's what's talking about. Destiny 2, the Edge of Fate has dropped to mostly negative reviews on Steam following now reverted Portal nerfs, with players calling out grindy progression and dead legacy content. Let's check it out. This game is on its way to death's door, which apparently there, if I go, let's see, mobile, blah, 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 blah. This is, let's go to general. Apparently there's a tracker. There's a guy who's actually doing data tracking. And it's keeping track of all the actual, like, people playing the game, like GM report, all this stuff. So it's not even the people in orbit or dicking around, like actually playing activities. Like, if this is correct, that's fucking bad. Like, that's bad, man. Like, if we're looking at all these, like, the player population fucking absolutely in dire straits. I mean, and people, it's funny. People are like, this is not accurate. Oh, yeah, it is. It's pretty fucking accurate. Yeah, it pretty is. Pretty sure it is, kiddo. Pretty accurate. Anyways, let's read this article. Destiny 2 has been a rough spot since Edge of Fate launched in mid-July. The story landed well. No, it didn't. No, it didn't. But the system changes didn't. I don't believe the story was a very lukewarm experience. I think I'm going to be generous and say it was a very lukewarm experience. I think the story was received in the middle. I do not at all believe it was received well. Well is not the term I would say. But the system changes didn't. By the way, system changes aren't Edge of Fate. I don't understand why people kind of want to bottle them up. You didn't have to buy fucking Edge of Fate. Update 9.0.90, whatever, is a free update, and it's its own shitfest. It drives me insane. Like, Edge of Fate already has its own problems, but bottling up all the free changes, not the same thing. With players running into a wide range of bugs, including player movement, new stats, and more, last week, Bungie previewed the first major post-launch update, Ash and Iron. Among them were some nerfs to the portal system and reward reductions for inexotic missions like Encore, Star-Crossed, and The Whisper. The backlash was immediate, so much so that within days, the studio publicly walked back the plan. By the way, they never apologized. They will never apologize because that is a big fat no-no. They will never apologize to you, because then if they admit fault, then that means they can't, essentially it makes them look bad if it happens again. But if they just roll it back and never acknowledge it outside of like, hey, we hear that you don't like it, and that's it, they don't apologize. Because here's the thing, when you apologize, people expect you to not do that again. But if you just say, hey, we're just going to roll it back, you're not actually apologizing for it, which means it could still happen in the future that they make the same shitty mistakes. The studio public walked back the plan, calling it the wrong call. And said, again, the wrong call is not an apology. And said the focus would shift to make Portal activities feel more rewarding instead of taking things away. Who'd have thought? Amid that back and forth, the Steam user reviews for the Edge of Fate have now dropped down to mostly negative. On Steam right now, Edge of Fate shows mostly negative for recent reviews, 24% positive, 240 total in the last 30 days. This means about 58 positive and 182 negative since August 18th, the day Bungie announced the Portal nerfs for Ash and Iron update. We counted a total of 89 negative reviews and only 15 positive in that window. Players say the new power climb is slow and repetitive. The Portal system has essentially killed the legacy content with no one playing older raids, dungeons, and the reward economy doesn't respect the time you put in. A total train wreck of baffling design choices, horrific progression, and a putrid amount of content. One review reads, another sums it up as an artificial grind to boost player numbers. Guys, do you think they're boosting player numbers? Do you think that did you think they did it? Do you think they did it? I don't. A third calls the new loop sunsetting with extra steps, complaining they're stuck running the same easy 5-minute activity hundreds of times. Several reviews also say the Portal feels thin and overly curated. Fewer match-made options, fewer weekly reasons to revisit raids and dungeons, and older drops losing ground under the new tiering. One player writes the missions force you to use a very limited amount of new or featured gear. Even some of the positives take land on the same point. Edge of Fate itself is great. The current state of the game with all the overhaul Edges of Fate brought, not as much so. If you're buying this to play the campaign raid, then you'll be happy. No, you won't. That's a fucking lie. That is a fucking lie. You won't, because no one's fucking playing the raid. And the campaign is one of the worst fucking campaigns we've ever had. It is literally Lightfall all fucking over. If you didn't like Mr. Miyagi with fucking wax on, wax off, you're gonna fucking love being the ball over and over and over. You like a puzzle? Hey, you want a puzzle? Hey, is there a puzzle? Hey guys, it's Metrovania. You like Metrovania? It's like Metrovania, but worse. That's what it is. It's not even like good puzzles. It's just shit, easy, generic task work. You go back and forth doing fetch quest. It is so mundane and fucking ass. If you're buying this and associating all the changes with it, then yeah, you're going to hate it. Exactly. It is a separate purchase. It's not even a purchase. Zooming out from the last 30 days snapshot, the overall Steam reviews aren't rosy either. As of August 31st, the total Steam reviews for Edge of Fate expansion are mixed, with 40% positive from, only 40%. That's why I said it's mostly bad. By the way, I love how they're saying only 40% are positive. 60%, I don't know, maybe 60% is mixed. I mean, yeah, I guess that's 50. 50 is like definitely down the middle. But even as a mixed, I think that's still bad. I think to be even comparable to like in a good, decent spot, 70%, you got to be 70% with games. If it's not 70, it's a shit game. Here's a comparison between Edge of Fate overall Steam reviews and scores of the past. Edge of Fate, 40%. Final Shape, 79%. Lightfall, 31%. The Witch Queen, mostly positive, 375 positive. Yeah. You can see, by the way, people were comparing, saying that the Edge of Fate was the same as Witch Queen or was better. Yeah, sure. Go ahead and smoke. I want whatever drugs you're taking. They never apologize. They say, we appreciate your patience. Yeah, they don't appreciate your patience. They appreciate your money. That's all they care about. You can see the same push-pull on the r/Destiny game subreddit. There have been several posts talking about how older activities are now empty. Players say queues for the legacy raids and dungeons take longer, and matchmaking drops them to half-full lobbies. Spent 20 minutes trying to fill a witness checkpoint this week. 2 months ago, the fire team would be full in less than 5 minutes on a Tuesday morning, one post reads. Bungie did confirm that it will be adding older raids and dungeons to the Portal system in the future. The Again, clarifying, this is not like doing due diligence. What they said is that for instance, they're going to add dungeon layers, which is not the same thing as adding a dungeon. Dungeon layers is from what's been leaked is just one singular encounter. It's allegedly it's one of the leaks from a most favorable leaker, right? As for what's next in Destiny 2, all eyes are on Ash and Iron update, which launches on Tuesday, September 9th, less than 10 days from now, which I don't think this is going to move the needle. If anyone thinks that this is going to save the game, I think, unless they drop Wrath of the fucking Machine, I do not see in any shape or form that this is going to turn this number back to like these numbers. It's never going to happen. What are your experience been like since Edge of Fate launched? Will you be trying out the Ash and Iron update? Let us know in the comments down below. This DLC cured my Destiny addiction. Bungie Flow destroyed the pleasure of playing it, from losing health for staying undercover and making rifts near useless to being wounded and nearly helpless, requiring a teammate to heal you is utterly frustrating, among so much more. Did Bungie intend to suicide this game? I'm pretty much over it. Yes, it's Edge of Suicide. This is a suicide watch game. That's what it is. Game has been out 48 days. I just hit this last night. Still not max power, and it's about to increase in a week. Past power grinds would have been to max power in half the time. This result is not surprising. When this power system was revealed, many could see how it would be terrible, but figured we would give it a chance. Many were right. Bungie was wrong. Yeah, that I've seen a lot of people fucking struggling because there's no way to target this. It is unironic. Does anyone remember Forever 29? Because this is worse. Because at least with Forever 29, you know you were absolutely guaranteed a drop from the raid at a higher level. This is completely RNG when you get it and what drops. So there's double RNG. They won't put full dungeons in Portal because that's pay for content. Well, they're also not going to update that pay for content. That's what's bullshit. And by the way, we have free dungeons. We have Prophecy. They could bring Prophecy into the game. And I'm pretty sure isn't Pit of Heresy also free now because of Shadow Keep being free? I don't know. But like they could at least put Prophecy in there for free. Come play Destiny Rising instead. It's great. Yeah. Don't do raids with OJ. They're stupid. Destiny 2 is garbage now. Was like this since 2 years ago. Today is more evident. The game and the company in the game are full scammers and fraudsters. Bungie is a total scam. That's a scientific fact. Damn, really? Drop the science. I mean, I'm not disagreeing. I mean, I'm disagreeing, but I don't know if I would say scientifically. Many people left the game already. I'm also out. We were most valuable players. By the way, fuck Destiny 2. The actual expansion content has been good, but the fact that the portal and all the new changes to grind is what we played for, and this was how it was implemented, is just not good. Add a tone-deaf, boneheaded decision by Bungie, and this is what happens. I think the biggest problem, they're gonna fill their bots soon, like Destiny Rising. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. Here's the deal, like, I think the biggest other issue with Destiny is the fact that you buy the new expansion and you don't fucking even power grind in it. Like the raid, like they're just now doing a little bit here, a little bit there to make it worth grinding on the raid, and that's it. Why now? Why now, man? Why now? Whatever. You can tell most people never played WoW, for example, where all old Dungeons raid gear is irrelevant every expansion. You just do it for fun, not for the loot, maybe a cosmetic. But this isn't an MMO. This isn't a fucking MMO, though. Also, if I remember correctly, you can level up, you go through the content and you level up and you level up. Yes, as you go forward, the expansions and all that stuff does become irrelevant. But I'm pretty sure if it's like how Destiny 1 was, you level up and eventually you phase through the stuff. Like you don't go backwards to play Vault of Glass. You go to the next part of the expansion and you play the new shit. It's like a stepping stone. But instead, Bungie's removed all the stones and you're just like throwing a rope to get to the top. We have less players in all platforms than Steam peaked during the release of Edge. I follow those numbers time to time and it's never been so low. Normally I hit like 500K a day. Hitting 99K daily is insane. Yeah, like people think that it is funny that people are so desperate. Loyalists will say you're using the wrong chart. That's funny. Let's look at the comments. Well, if the loyalists say I'm using the wrong chart, then I'm waiting to see theirs. It is the most accurate chart we have right now, compiling data of all platform in each account login and daily. Are console players included as well? Not trying to pick a fight, just generally curious. Yes, it literally says platforms right here. I don't know what fucking web means. What is this? Is this like Stadia? Like, which Stadia got canceled. I don't know why Stadia keeps getting counted. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty fucking bad. Like the player counts, just, it's fucking bad. Console, people are so desperate for, but the console, whatever. I get that people are upset about being grindy. However, the game is a looter shooter and is required to be grindy unless you've been playing the game for a long time. Then I get it. It gets boring and annoying to grind for power, but it's part of the game experience. No, what's the game experience is grinding for loot that actually matters. For players who were here from D1, the grindy part wasn't for power level. It was for the weapons. Period. Yes, it was for the fucking loot, you dumb bitch. The weapons were needed to complete the newer, easier, made carriers easy, or made helping switching to PvP when completing all PvE content. Been playing since year one. The power grind was never the shit because they used to give us actual new content to grind. Who asked for Onslaught? More coil? Now they're bringing about expeditions? LOL. Yeah, like people are so desperate to like, but my power grind is so good. Bungie, I love the power grind. On your power progression. I have no life. I just want to suck the dick of you. Bungie. You taste so good, Bungie. People should probably chill and not play 8 hours a day. Destiny players refuse to play any other game alongside it. People do anything but to accept that this game has fucking issues. It's not that we chose to. The game has required you to have long ass time set aside for basic missions, let alone raids, which take actual coordination to pull off. It's not a game you sit and play for 5 minutes. Get real. No, it doesn't. I play on and off because other games I hit 400 2 days ago. You're gonna see how you are. I'm very much real about it. I play a couple of hours a week at most. Most of my gaming time is spent on other games because this DLC killed most of what made Destiny 2 fun for me. The reviews are valid. The best thing I ever did was sprinkle other games. You can still complete the content without grinding every day. I hit 400 last week and I'm chilling. I have no desire to complete the content because the new content is slop and the old content is dead. To each their own, I guess. It's really not that bad, but you play your own. It's pretty bad, man. In simple terms, no players equals no demographics. Hard to queue for matches or find groups LFG. Hard for Bungie to convince other franchises to do collabs. Less equals less revenue. The game experience keeps it alive. Possible shutdown for it. Keep going downtrend. That's bad. That's a lot of shit. Destiny 3. That last ship already sailed, my dude. It is too late for that and would be a very bad move at this point. Even when I totally agree that it's necessary and should have been made. Yeah, I do think Bungie can't do Destiny 3. Sony can, but Bungie can't. You are the only ones to blame for this. There's so much information-rich game lore to make decent DLC, but they prefer these boring, tiring modes. They strive. Wait, who's you? Okay, they made it sound like it was literally just they're meant Bungie. They strive for Marathon, which was actually Deadborn, and forgot Destiny. It's the near total lack of content. The portal, as it is, has ruined the experience for the core player base. The numbers don't lie. Players who made up the base work 40 hours and played 12 to 15 hours a week in the past. Now they must play 30 hours a week to get the same power. Wouldn't make it more sense to post that on a base game? Has nothing to do with Edge of Haste. Again, thank you. Thank you. Someone actually fucking understands. The base game is what the update 9.0.0. You don't have to pay for the free changes. It wouldn't. How so? The portal is not something I get by purchasing expansion. I don't think any of you understand the point. Base game was actually good until the trash AOV expansion. No. People are so fucking stupid. I don't think you guys understand the point. You don't have to. Yeah, people don't get it. They just, it's all together. Edge of Fate. This is all Edge of Fate's fault. No, Edge of Fate has its own shit fest. The problem with those people is that they'll be back playing 24 hours a day and grinding to get max power level after day one. The same retarded comment every time, Lemma. Yeah, retard. That's why the player count has been dropping like crazy. Now you continue to ride that D you love so much. You upset? Player count is low. New content comes out. Player count is high again. I love this. So here's all timeline. Here's a DLC. Here's a DLC. I know this is a DLC. Here's a DLC. Here's a DLC. And here's the Edge of Fate. Tell me that people are coming back for the new shit. Tell me people are coming back for the new shit. This is coming back. We are barely even almost half the day. We're almost maybe we're getting close to where it's a full month of the release of Edge of Fate. And we're already back to seasonal drops. We are already down the shitter. We are already down the fucking shitter. You people are so desperate to not see the big fucking red, the numbers. Mason, what do the numbers mean? They don't look good. There's not content. This is shit. Plays 9 hours a day. People are so desperate. They're so mad because people are not playing their shit anymore. I actually like the expansion itself, but it's just the whole concept of the portal destroyed all I love. Again, you don't have to pay for Edge of Fate. I feel like I'm just regurgitating and throwing up the same thing because I'm talking to a wall because people will just never understand. They'll just never understand. They'll never get it. And I get it. After playing mobile Destiny Rising and people didn't know how to figure out how to read the screen, I understand people are retarded. I've accepted this. There's so much. It's so dumb. The grind is extremely irritating. It makes me, again, I'm very curious. I'm very curious. If we go to Steam, actually, I think the article had the link. Let's just go to the article. Let's go to the link. Here it is. Edge of Fate is not doing good. It's doing really fucking bad. Edge of Defeat, Edge of Grind, Edge of Never-Ending Suffering, no content, Edge of no seasonal story, Edge of Nothing. Damn, Master Spark, do not buy. I think we're past everything. Light Flop 2.0. Can't play in game. September 1st, by the way. Yeah, okay. Edge of Patience. Edge of Grind. The DLC sucked all the life and fun out of this game. Portal's the worst thing I've ever seen. I hate it. And I could say so much. Again, people are talking about the Portal. It's so stupid. What about Destiny the game? Right? What about Destiny the game? What are we looking at? Destiny the game. Mixed. It is mixed now. Destiny the game. Destiny isn't a live service game. It's a shell of a game that has been abused, butchered, cannibalized by the live service approach of development. I mean, there's a reason why Warframe has more players. I like Warframe, but I'm gonna put listen, you're gonna make calls like that. I gotta put. Oh my god, it does. I mean, they've seen a drop, but the difference is, this is the difference between Warframe. It's been pretty consistent. Like it has obviously some high highs, like some very high highs, but it's pretty consistent. Like, look at how the numbers are pretty consistent. Like it's a pretty, but yeah, I mean, yeah, that Warframe does have more players than Destiny, and Warframe is also on PC too, and mobile. Yeah, Warframe has mobile now, so good luck with that, people that want to defend that shit. Good. Good game. Played 6 hours. You will regret installing this game. 300 hours. 300 hours. Bungie are the kings of FOMO with content vaulting battle passes seasons that make the story content completely unavailable when they take it out. Destiny, 2,000 hours. Destiny needs to end. If the recent campaign is anything to go off of, they just ain't Bungie anymore. Perhaps not for a long time. Hopefully Sony dissolves the studio and ends Destiny once and for all. Yeah, I think we can all kind of see where all these are going. What about the quotes? At a certain point, all you can do is laugh at the Bungie burns. Close enough. Welcome back, Lightfall. Man, is it so hard for being a Destiny 2 fan in a time where even Destiny Rising is whooping its ass? Does this mean Renegades will be an unmitigated banger? Shh. Unironically, Edge of Fate might be so dog shit and so buggy that if Renegades is like mediocre, it might become the godsend. Like it's kind of like Warmind. Like Curse of Cyrus was so dog shit that even though Warmind itself wasn't that good and people just like jerk off Warmind because of Escalation Protocol, which was fine, and the Whisper Quest, which was added later to try to pad some time between Forsaken. But Warmind wasn't that good. It was all right. But because Curse of Osiris was so bad, and I mean like Curse of Osiris Metacritic. Like it was so bad. Oh my God, yeah. It was so fucking bad that it made Warmind, let's see, Destiny 2 Warmind. It made it look better. It's funny. It wasn't that much better. Like generally unfavorable, but people love to glaze Warmind and say, man, it's so good. And it was ass. What about Lightfall? What about Lightfall? Oh my God. Yeah, that's pretty bad. So 3.5 and it's a 69 giggity from critics, but from players 153, it's pretty fucking bad. What about Edge of Fate? Edge of Fate. How are we doing compared to... Ooh. It's worse on the critic side. And then on the player side, it's just barely better than Lightfall. Damn. And that's just PlayStation. What about all platforms? 63, 60. I want to see what the PC user reviews. What are we looking on users? Okay, so even on PC, wait, that's PlayStation. What about... Okay, so on PC, it's slightly... It's overwhelmingly negative. Like, it has some positive, but it's pretty fucking bad. What about Xbox? What about Xbox 40? Xbox One? 0. That one guy that plays on the Xbox One. What about the PlayStation 4? Oh, wow, he really loved it. He's like, damn. 0. That one guy is countering out it. What about PlayStation 5? Yeah, that's funny. I'm sorry. I had to do it because it's fucking funny. Anyways, you can clearly, once again, begging you dorks to go touch grass. So desperate. You can tell people are so upset. The Bungie shills are absolutely desperate. Most playtime season, because it was my... People are desperate, man. People are desperate. Play Destiny Rising is the best Destiny experience. It makes you realize what you could have had all along. For Destiny, it's like Destiny 1 on mobile. That's pretty much what Destiny Rising is. Yeah, everyone's saying go play Destiny Rising. Listen, let me pause the music here. Let's have a come to Jesus moment. Destiny Rising is nowhere in the same league as Destiny 2. However, if they were to take this mobile game and make it into a PC game, it would fucking blow Destiny 2 out of the fucking water in regard to the features and quality of life that they provide. They may not have the same, like the raids in Destiny 2 are glorious compared to Destiny Rising. Some of the content in Destiny Rising is just a pale comparison of what you get in Destiny 2. Let's be honest. Let's be fair. But there are so many quality of life changes, so many massive improvements to Destiny itself, the lore, the character involvement and development in the story, instead of having this weird bullshit excuse like, oh, we want you to feel like you're part of the character. You know what? I feel like part of the character when my character fucking speaks and interacts with the world, instead of we have people staring at us like Lodi, just staring at us and we're staring at him. What's up? I'm sorry, I'm shy. I don't talk to people. Oh, man, a few words. We're going to make this joke like every DLC. We're going to make some kind of joke about how the character doesn't say anything because we're so fucking funny. Destiny has issues, but Destiny Rising shows that people are so desperate for some Destiny content. If anyone else, if Sony were to hire any other studio to make a separate Destiny game for that was actually like a AAA, it would literally destroy Destiny 2. It would consume the player base and it would just send Bungie to the fucking Shadow Realm. The mobile developers have provided insight that you can make a fantastic experience by delivering what the fans want. Even a gacha game, which, by the way, people are like, it's a gacha game. You don't actually have to interact with the gacha game. You can do everything in the game without actually giving your money. So don't let anyone deceive you that it's a gacha game. You have to spend money. No, you fucking don't. You can play the game and without I have not ran into a situation where I needed to spend money. Now, did I spend money because I want big, sexy goth mommy? Yes, but I didn't need big, sexy goth mommy. Didn't need it. So don't let anyone gaslight you and tell you any differently. But what Destiny needs to do is to take all feedback. Don't listen, but implement some of it. Take massive, massive chances. Integrate. I mean, we're talking about even if it's the most bare, basic shit, I don't think it would be hard to take a Destiny raid. Let's say Vault Glass. It's free. Put 3 different difficulties. The normal, master, and then contest mode. And make it to where you get tier 3 for base, tier 4 for doing master, and then doing the contest mode or ultimate mode will give you tier 5s of Vault Glasses. And just literally you don't even have to like change the perks. Maybe add 1 or 2 perks, whatever. It doesn't even matter. You just give it the tier treatment. And if people already have just give them the bonus for having it, right? Like, people are going to be pissed off regardless that they're going to have to regrind it, but now there's a reason to regrind. You get the best, the ultimate version of that gun. And you have a reason to play like the raids, the old content. You put it in the portal for all I give a shit about. And then you also make it to where you get pinnacles from it. You could farm ultimate Vault of Glass, and it's just a power delta because you're capped anyway. So power progression doesn't fucking matter for these. You're capped at 30, 40, whatever. And if you complete it, you just get pinnacles for completing a contest, the hardest challenge in the game. By the way, hardest challenge in the game, and you get pinnacles for farming it. And you could even do an extra level. You could say you can't get more pinnacles until you could do a full run. You have to do a full run, and it resets it for each encounter. In order to get, you just keep running through the whole thing. So it forces people to continue to play through it. I don't know. I'm not a developer, but it's not that fucking hard to think of what could be possibly done. I know it takes money. It takes time, but here's the deal. You're not going to get money, and you're not getting time because fucking people are leaving. You thought that Bungie thinks that people wouldn't recognize that we have what essentially is Destiny 1 droughts. That's what's going on here is we have Destiny 1 droughts, and that they're using events as like this illusion by dropping new weapons. Hey guys, new weapons, it's just the seasons without the actual seasons. They're just dropping weapons for you to chase. And who gives a shit about new weapons and gear if you have nowhere to use it at? Sure, we're going to have the epic raid, but who gives a shit about the epic raid if you don't even get guaranteed tier 5s when you could just play the portal and get tier 5s, which the portal has some of the best in slot guns in the game. It's like, what? I don't know. Bungie, you hire me. I'll give you all my ideas. I will write down as many ideas to improve the game. I'll give it to you. Hell, you could probably hire a monkey and they would do better than some of the AI bots that are making some of these decisions, these tone deaf decisions that are going on in your game. Like, let's be honest. Anyways, I'm Mr. Gaming Counselor. Let me know what you think down below. And as always, don't forget to game out.